Hello Earth signs, and welcome to your bonus reading for the month of May 2024. My name is Crow. I am just so grateful that you are here. So today's reading is going to be done on money and love and how it works. We're going to talk about what's potentially blocking, what is going to move that energy, what your higher self is saying, and also what your ancestors are saying. So as always, take what resonates and leave the rest. Feel free to tap into your own intuition, your own visions, insights, and anything that comes in during this reading. Pay attention. It's all part of the co-creation and collaboration. All right, let's get started. So first we're going to talk about money, okay? And the energy that is potentially blocking your money for the month of May is we have the Blue Heron card. And the Blue Heron is about self-reflection, being able to see yourself, being able to reflect upon your habits, both the good, the bad, and everything in between. And this is going to be read in the negative position. So the thing that's blocking your money is your inability to potentially see opportunities that are coming your way, or signs. The way that you have been talking about money, the way that you've been spending money, your inability to self-reflect and to just see what's actually going on. So some people out there are just spending and not looking, and just hoping at the end of the month, everything will work out. So this is like not being proactive is what is potentially blocking you, Earth signs. So what is going to move that energy in relationship to your money situation? And that is the energy of, we have the coyote. So the coyote is sort of similar to the fool, all right? In a sense of, there's much more jovialness. So your ability to laugh, your ability to, if you get yourself into a situation, your ability to sort of just understand that this is something that you've built rather than it becoming a prison, laughing your way out of it, making light of it. So I think that sometimes we get stucker when we're not able to really just make light of situations while keep moving forward. I'm not saying to joke about it, but this is a situation. So taking responsibility, number one, not pointing the finger outward. This is also the message here. And reminding yourself that you are building that, okay? You are building your abundance. You are responsible for that. The message from your higher self, Earth signs, is reminding you, this is really actually cool. We have the raven. So this is reminding you in your, if you're not keen on self-reflecting, start doing that. Get real with yourself. And remember that you have access to magic. Okay, and the first part of any magician or hermetic practice is the ability to sit and meditate. So sitting and meditating with yourself and remembering that you have access to this magic, you are able to change your life, you're able to shift things. So remembering that you can study the occult, you can tap into any magical practices, rituals, manifesting, working with the cycles of the moon, tapping into a different wellspring, especially if you're used to just being very, very practical in your life, tapping into another wellspring. There are opportunities that are around you, you just have to open your eyes to see it, okay? See the magic that is surrounding you. And then a message from your ancestors. This is also really cool. We have the bat. So whatever situation that you have gotten into, understand that you can basically have a rebirth. And this, in relationship to money, it feels like your ancestors are reminding you that it is possible for you to change the story of your life. And if you have no money problems and things are going good, just know that things could even get better. So this is the energy of rebirth. So how you approach your relationship to money, how your spending habits, everything can change, right? Because the bat is about shamanic rebirth, or just the energy of rebirth in general. So when we're thinking about money and you're thinking about your situation, your ancestors are reminding you, okay, what I thought was going to be my life story, it doesn't have to be my life story, is the messaging here. So overall, this is really good for the energy of your money situation. Just remember to be honest with yourself, okay? Because that's the energy that could potentially block you during the month of May. Don't be so serious. I mean, laugh yourself out of certain situations so that you can keep going, not so that you can, be played a fool or play yourself. And remember, you have magic and you have the ability to rebirth, okay? Rebirth, rebirth, rebirth. So in relationship to your love life, we're going to jump into that reading now, Earth Signs. What is potentially blocking you from your, in your relationships, in relationship to love, is that maybe not seeing your faults and pointing the finger outward, the energy of just blaming someone, not taking responsibility, and the lack of self-introspection, okay? If you have been going around in your relationships and people are saying the same thing over and over and over again, it might be time to actually stop and take that feedback for what it is. Maybe the feedback isn't coming in a nice way, but perhaps you can hear it this way. Take some time and look at yourself, look in your mirror. And another thing that's coming through is that your inability to, lack of self-confidence is a potential block. How you've been seeing yourself isn't accurate. So it's both, it could be your ability to see yourself is not accurate in the positive way and also in the negative way. You're not looking at yourself whatsoever. So, and sometimes we have a little bit of both, right? But understand that you can just defog your mirror and look at yourself a little bit clearer. How you see yourself matters, because it reflects into your relationships. And for some of you, I always say, not everyone in our life is an exact mirror of us, okay? So, sometimes we get stuck in our relationships because we're like, oh, they're just mirroring something inside myself and yada, yada, yada. But they are mirroring an aspect of you, okay? Not the whole you. So not getting lost in the other. So this is also an energy of potential codependency, getting lost in the other, okay? That is the energy that is coming up for a block. How we can shift this, again, we have the coyote, right? So making light of the situation, understanding when you've just the coyote is the trickster, okay? So, it's going along building its own traps for other people, and then it falls into that same trap thinking that, this was for other people. But in reality, you just fell into your own trap. So this is how we can get sometimes in relationships. So the energy that's going to free you and get you out of that, that hole or that ditch or that rut, sometimes we get caught in the mundane in our relationships, is to bring lightness in, to laugh, to have actual joy that's not going to, there's the playing around that can get people hurt, and then there's the playing around that is fun. So tuning into the playing around that is fun, okay? Bringing some new energy into your relationships is never going to be a bad thing, all right? And then your higher self is reminding you in relationship to love that you are magic, that you have the ability to create magic. And if, especially with this blue heron card, if you're feeling like how you've been seeing yourself is on the negative side, then this message is definitely for you, that you are magic and you can tap into your magic, and that there is going to be love in different, not just in your love life, but there's love everywhere that surrounds you. And sometimes we can get so myopic that we forget I have this whole magical world, especially on the inside, okay? So that there's definitely magic that you can tap into that's going on. This I'm getting self-love, inner magic vibes. And For some of you, if you're into working with some sex magic, that's also nice as well. So we have the Bat card that your ancestors are reminding you as far as your relationship is concerned. You can renew, for some people, maybe it's your anniversary, renewal of vows, so to speak, like reinvigorating, reorienting the relationship. You can design it any way. And this is like another thing that's coming through. You don't have to bring anybody else into your relationship aside from you and your partner. And you get to decide, you both get to decide like how that's going to look. It's almost like a facelift energy to the relationship that's coming through with the Bat. The potential is absolutely there. It's just sometimes during the period of tearing down the old, it's like, all right, I'm just going to leave. And if you keep doing that for the rest of your life, Earth signs, then you're just going to find the same thing. Some relationships give us the opportunity to grow and go through that period and then renew with things that energy that we never thought that was possible. So this is the energy of rebirth. Some of you have this is the energy of like babies coming through, literally speaking, birthing, getting pregnant in the month of May, so on and so forth, especially with, especially if you tap into that, the Raven sex magic. Hey, you never know. So overall, this is a really good reading for love and money, Earth signs. Thank you for being here. Tap in, subscribe, comment, like. Everything is appreciated, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Peace.